sure how everything was going to match up. Well, and I said, well, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Boy, it was a squeaker of a game, wasn't it?
It was a good back-and-forth game. I was very pleased with our guys for battling back. You know, Juneau secured, they did a good job. They got the rebound they needed to with that 6 seconds to go. But it was just a good matchup for both of us, a good close game to play the whole way.
Well, they had as much as a 12-point lead and sometimes 10, and you guys did come back, and we were down to 1 point differential with, like, what, 18 seconds or something, I think it was. So it was a good crowd pleaser.
Yeah, that always makes them happy.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. What did the guys think when you went in the locker room?
They were a little disappointed because, you know, one of the things we emphasized was to get that rebound, to get that box out. No foul's going to hand up and get the rebound, and we did.
A Saturday afternoon in a nice sunny Sitka, and talking to Coach Robert Casperson, and so a couple nights of basketball
KIFW.
Hi, Garrett. How you doing?
What you'd expect.
What happened?
Well, it's just the phone was greasy. I came in here, the mouse was greasy. I'm just like, God dang, what is she? She must be just eating fast food and then just going from phone to mouse, phone to mouse.
Pain in the ass last night. I'll tell you what. She never gave me cues. It was half the time she come. You're on the air. She showed up late. I didn't call you. I called Clint. He had to go down there. Then she came in, and she was. I'm getting rid of her. Just talked to your dad a little bit ago. Anyway,
Okay.
I want to go. Where are we at in music?
The 350 on this song.
Okay.
I can barely hear you too.
Oh, really? Well, let me see something. Oh, you know
That's
why?
better.
There. God, I had the mic turned off. Now, is that good?
Yes, that's better.
All right, good. Okay, we want to bail out of that song, I think. Okay, let me call Jeremy and give him a countdown. Could you just fade out of it for me?
Well, yeah, whenever you're ready to get in there.
I'll give you a 60-second count. Hey, Jeremy, it's Mike. How you doing? Good. Okay, so I'm going to give Garrett a 60-second count here, and he's going to fade out of music, and you can take the 60 and run with it and start your promo when it's time. All right, Garrett, let's go in 20. We're going to go in 20 seconds. I'll start my 60. That'll get you kind of through that music, Garrett. Are you going to play that intro, Garrett, that 5-second intro, and then let the music roll?
The 20-second something like.
Well, it's a
19
20-second intro, but it's got only 5 seconds of vocal, and the rest is a music trailer. 1 minute from there. There's your mark, Jeremy.
See that? Okay, well, that.
All right, I'll catch you later, Jeremy.
30,
Bye.
76, I think it is.
Yeah. And if you play that right at the start of it, he'll get that. And now we're going to Mt.Edgecumbe gym with Braves basketball or whatever it says. You can listen to it real quick. He just voiced it, and then he's got a music trailer. That's why if I want to pause for 5 seconds.
Yeah, but I can't cut out of it good, though. All I can do is just turn it right off.
Well, I thought you could fade it down.
Off the board, yes.
Well, we're going to go in 20 seconds. And we're going in. So
Okay,
you don't play it. 50,
I'm starting it
50.
now.
Okay. Yeah, that was my intention, to just have that vocal and then fade it down. 5,
All
4,
right.
3, 2. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful, sunny Sitka, Alaska. My goodness, what a nice Saturday afternoon, and a great one for basketball as we wrap up 3 or 4 days this week. And, of course, the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears coming over to kind of get their feel on the B.J. McGillis floor here at Mt.Edgecumbe High School. They'll be going against the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves here in about 7 or 8 minutes. Their third night, they played the Sitka Wolves on Thursday night, went over there, and that was a 20-point game for the Bears. They won that one. Last night, they led most of the game against these Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. up by as many as 12, 10 a couple times, down to the wire. We ended up having a 1-point game with about 8 seconds left on the clock. And the Braves were able to just about tie it up. They missed a shot, and the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears get that last bucket, and they win that one 56-55. We're going to talk more about that. Welcome aboard, everybody, over AM 1230 KIFW, and for all you folks in the capital city, over KINY 800 on the AM dial and 94.9 on the FM. I've got 2 interviews coming your way, but we're in the Alaska Airlines pregame show. Going to take a 1-minute break, and then we'll come back, have a listen to what Coach Robert Casperson, head coach for the Bears, has to say, as well as Archie Young, head coach for the Braves, on their home court. We'll be right back with more pregame in 1 minute.
Alaska Airlines Club 49 members can tip up to
Okay, we're not going to be able to do it that way.
Don't play it. That's fine. Don't play it.
Well, I played it, but I had to just dump out of it, and then, of course, I forgot to go out of automatic and everything.
So we missed the...
We had the intro, but I dumped right out of it, but everything kept running because I was busy getting stuff on the board done.
God. Okay. Let me see. Who did I interview first? I interviewed Casperson.
30 seconds.
Okay, and I'm going to go right straight to the interview without saying a word.
$15.
Okay, I'm going to play it. A Saturday afternoon and a nice sunny... Is that too loud?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
A Saturday afternoon in a nice sunny Sitka, and talking to Coach Robert Casperson, and so a couple nights of basketball here behind you, and one more to go this afternoon, so you can catch the night flight home and be home in your own beds on Saturday night back in Juneau. But so you had a big win on Friday night over at Sitka High. You whooped the Wolves 20 points, 60-40, I think was the final, 61-41, whatever. And then last night was a good squeaker, and you and I chatted before the game, kind of wondering how you'd stack up against the Braves. You guys stacked up pretty well against each other. You led most of the way, but they closed the gap in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know, they're playing really hard, and they came after us. We did have a 10-point lead, I think, at one point. It wasn't a comfortable 10-point lead. We knew that that wasn't enough. And they battled back, took the lead late in the game, and I was really proud of the way our guys stuck together. They didn't panic. They just kind of executed the things we wanted to do. We got a great look at a three-pointer with about 10 seconds left, you know, just rimmed out, but Garrett Bryant came up with a huge offensive rebound and putback with about 5 or 6 seconds left, and then we just finished it with defense.
Well, you were tied at 0 and you were tied at 1, and then you were not tied until the very end at 54, and you won that one 56-55. You know what's interesting? Cooper Craigmont had, I think, 20 points, and McCormick had 11. Most of theirs came in the first half. They got shut down in the second 2 quarters.
You know, they got a little more physical defensively and bumped us on our cuts and disrupted our timing. I think that made a difference, you know, and I totally understand that with young players like we have. It's going to disrupt them a little bit. It's good for us to get that experience here and learn how to play through that, and I think they did a nice job of that. Even though they weren't scoring, it still created opportunities for other people.
Well, it created a good opportunity for you to be here with Region 5 just around the corner 10 days from now, right here in this very gym. That's good for the kids that have never been over here to either Mt.Edgecumbe or Sitka High.
Yeah, we love Sitka. You know, it's almost a shame that we have to go back tonight because it is so beautiful over here today, and I'm sure it's going to be nice and sunny tomorrow. And gosh, my family has a long history here. We used to live in Sitka.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that ever.
Not many people know that, but yep, before I was born, long before me, my family used to live here. And, even less people know that we used to live in Ketchikan, too.
Well, there you go. You made it all around Southeast.
Yes, long before any of us were born, but yeah, my mom and dad moved around a little bit.
So. Well, that's great. Good little memories for you then. All right, we'll have a good game, and all the best. Have a safe journey home, and we'll see you right back here starting, I think, March 6th, whatever that Tuesday night is.
Yeah, we play on Tuesday for sure. We know that. We just aren't quite sure who against yet.
There you go. Okay, Robert, thanks for the interview.
All right, thank you.
Take care. All right, we'll be right back on the 30 seconds. We'll have a quick message from Alaska Airlines, and then we'll have a quick listen to Archie Young, head coach of the Braves. Back in 30.
There may be no box store in Sitka where you can buy small appliances.
Was that volume okay on that interview?
Yeah. $15 seconds.
Okay.
10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
They're a little disappointed, but they feel like we're getting better, which...
All right, I'm going to start that over again here in a minute because somehow it got started right in the middle of the interview, and I'm not quite sure what that was all about, but let's give it a shot again, folks. I'm going to just let it play if it does that again.
It's good. That's what I want to see, a little confidence in themselves and feeling like that we can compete more and more.
Well, hopefully that helped build their confidence, and I'm sure that even though they might have been disappointed, they're going to come out here today, and they got another little challenge in front of them. They want to get even.
We'll find out real shortly, won't we?
Yes, you will. And it's good for the Bears to be able to come here and get used to this gym for Region 5's coming up in about 10 days, so we got lots of basketball coming your way.
Oh, lots. I kind of feel bad. Catch Ken's here. Juno's here. I'm friends with Coach Blasco, and he didn't get to come here this year, poor guy.
Oh, man. All right. Well, listen, Archie, it's good to talk to you. Have a good game today. That wraps it up. And then got the Lady Braves hosting the Lady Wolves tonight at 7:30, right?
That should be a fun night, senior night for the girls, so hopefully not too much emotion, and they can just settle down and play.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. And, of course, for you fans here in Sitka over at AM 1230 KIFW, we will be carrying that ladies game tonight at 7:30. And for you folks in Juneau, this will be your final game of the weekend. And we're going to take a quick 30 right now and then come back with your starting lineups.
Three. 15 seconds. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, welcome back, folks, as we are starting to have the introduction of the Crimson Bears, and they're going to start with Garrett Bryant tonight. I wasn't sure. I asked Casperson, and he said he wasn't sure of his starters. Last night he started Cooper Craigmont. The night before he started Garrett Bryant. Tonight he's going to start Garrett, so they're going to switch. Then they are going to bring on Cooper Craigmont. Garrett is a 6'3" sophomore, by the way. Cooper is going to start, so he switched him around on me. Cooper Craigmont is a 6'1" sophomore. Then we're going to go with Crescent Samtani, number 30, a 5'10" senior. Number 24, Philip Gonzalez. Philip's a senior at 5'10". And final fifth starter will be Israel Yadao, a 5'4" senior. Also on the roster for the Bears, and will probably get lots of play, Austin McCurley, a 5'7" junior. Jake Sleppy, a freshman at 6'2", got some time last night. Tad Watson, a 6'1" junior. LJ Elizardi, a 5'10" sophomore. Tristan Bryan, a senior at 6'4", and Austin McCurley, a junior at 5'9". Now for the introduction of the starting five for the Mt.Edgecumbe Brave. Number 4, David Dock. David is a 5'5" junior. Then they're going to go with R.J. Alstrom-Beans, number 21. Alstrom is a 5'8" sophomore. Then we go with number 24, Emmett Dunaway. Emmett is a senior at 6'1", and 42, Jeff Adams, a sophomore at 6'1", and they're not starting with Bear Brown, which I thought he was, but that's the first time I've not seen Bear be one of the 5 starters. No big deal, I'm sure. Oh, wait, he is on the floor. So we've got, yep. So both teams have switched, both coaches switched their starters from when I got them earlier between. By the way, for you fans about the JV game, so that was a tight one. Mt.Edgecumbe Braves led 53-45 at the end of the third quarter, and down to 18 seconds, they were up 65-64. And Juneau missed a couple shots, and the Braves picked up 2. They won at 67-64. Here we go at center jump circle. Ball's in the air. It'll be tipped away. Garrett Bryant gets a hand on it. He was a little higher in the air than Emmett Dunaway, but Mt.Edgecumbe came up with the ball to start off on the offense. They're going left to right, and they travel with it. So there's the first statistic to go in the scorebook, and that's going to be a turnover by the Braves. And here come the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. They're going to go out on the left side to Philip Gonzalez. He'll go top of the key off to Cooper Craigmont. Craigmont gives to Samtani. Samtani comes out, passes left to Gonzalez. Samtani drives underneath. Gonzalez tries a 3, won't go. Rebound Braves. Down we go. It'll be Dunaway on the right side. Bounce pass on the baseline to R.J. Alstrom-Beans. He loses the ball, so another turnover for the Braves. And we'll go down Bears direction. And Cooper Craigmont's going to get it top of the key, drives in the lane, puts it up. And for those of you that have listened to the games lately, you will chuckle with me as David Dock tries to block in the paint, and he ends up flat on his back. And the foul, however, does not go against him. It's going to go against number 34, and well, they've got 34, and I don't think that's right on Mt.Edgecumbe because, oh yeah, it is. It should be 24. I think Emmett Dunaway picked up the foul. So the wrong number on the board. And a bucket by Craigmont is up, and it's good, and he rattles the next one through, and it's now a 2-point lead for the Crimson Bears as Cooper Craigmont gets 2 for 2 at the free throw line, and we go back the other way. Braves meet a half-court pass, and on the far side, moving around is Bear Brown. He dribbles behind the back, and he passes off. Near side, he goes to RJ. RJ goes on the left to Emmett Dunaway. Dunaway's going to go down again to Bear Brown. Back out to Jeff Adams. Adams works it in, jumps it up from 10 on the left side. Shot misses. And he's going to be fouled. So Jeff Adams will go to the free throw line. So with a minute and 7 seconds gone here, or sorry, yeah, a minute and 7 gone, we have 2 free throws made on one end of the gym. Well, we have 2 on the next end. It'll be Jeff Adams to put it up from the line, up, rattles off, and just barely, it comes off the front of the rim, back off the glass, back onto the front, hangs there, and then it rolls in through the net, and it's a 2-1 ball game. Adams now, right-handed shooter. Sophomore at 6'1" for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, gets up, and we go 4 for 4, 2 on each end of the gym. We're tied at 2, our first tie of the ball game. Back we'll go the other way with the Bears going right to left in their black jerseys, red stripes down the side, white numbers on the front and back. Cooper Craigmont on the right-hand dribble, moves to the far side, gives off to Israel Yadao. Yadao being defended by Doc as he moves it to the top of the key, can't get in the lane. David keeps him out. Back out now, then a pass inside. That'll go to Bryant. Bryant back out to Israel. Israel comes over, and another 3 on the left side by Philip Gonzalez. He tried 2, missed 2, but the conversion underneath put up and in, and Krishant Samtani gets 2 on the conversion. 4-2 now. The Bears with a 2-point lead. Remember last night we were all tied up at the end of the game, and it was a squeaker, a 1-point win for the Bears at the end of the game over Mt.Edgecumbe, who tries a 3 from the left side. That'll be Bear Brown from the baseline in the far corner. 3-pointer misses. Rebound Bears. And a give and go from midcourt as Israel Yadao catches Krishant Samtani. Samtani lays it up and in for 2, and it's a 6-2 4-point lead. We've got exactly 2 minutes gone and a whistle and a foul. Samtani will have a chance for a 3-point play. That foul's going to go against number 11, Garrett Bryant. I'm sorry, that's the wrong team. We're going to go against the, now we got it switched around. They put number 11 on the board on the foul, and I looked up at that. So the foul went against David Dock. He gets it now as the scoreboard corrects the clock. And the shot misses from the free throw line. And the Bears get the rebound, however, but they turn it right over. That's their first turnover. And they'll come down, the Braves come down court on the turnover from the Bears. It'll be Cyprian Johnson-Edwards in now as Coach Young substitute quickly here in the first quarter. And Cyprian gives over to the near side to Dunaway. Dunaway to Bear Brown, tries to drive in the lane. And Samtani's there to defend. Boy, he got Samtani out of the way on a nice fake to the left, spun around to the right, put it up in the paint, but shot missed. Rebound cleared off by Judah Douglas. Dennis Verlandry's going to call a whistle on number 24. That'll be Emmett Dunaway. And that's going to be the 13th foul for the Braves. Dunaway's first, according to that. They had the wrong number up on the last one, so I'm just going to leave those 2 on Emmett right now. That's not fair to him, but I'll get it corrected. Back we go the other direction as it'll be the Bears ball in. It's going to be Samtani to go into Bryant. Bryant tries to shoot from the left side. It's rejected. Oh, and a steal. Cyprian Johnson-Edward takes it right away, lays it up, and he goes all the way from the top of the key on the Bears end to the bucket on the other end, and Cyprian Johnson-Edwards has 2. And it's now a 6-4 2-point game as the Bears working inside to Krishant Samtani, and he gets another 2. So he has 6 of the 8 points for the Crimson Bears. They lead 8-4 as we near the midway mark of quarter number 1 as Emmett Dunaway comes down, crashes into Philip Gonzalez. Phillips going to draw the whistle and draw the foul. Gonzalez gets the second team foul for the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. With 4:38 to go in the first quarter, the Braves have 3 fouls, and the Braves will inbound it. They go over to Dunaway. Dunaway back on the near side to Bear Brown. Thought he was going to try and shoot off the top of Bryant, but he didn't. They work it around on the left side. Far corner, three-pointer put up by Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. Shot misses. Rebound over to the Bears. They come down, go to in the left-hand corner to Israel Yadal. Back out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will go over to Cooper Craigmont on the far side. Drops down on the left side baseline. Now Israel Yadal comes out. Craigmont goes to Israel. Israel drops in the lane. Gonzalez has the ball left side. Back out top of the key to Cooper Craigmont. Drives in, and he's going to get fouled, I believe. And I think if he does, that's going to go against Bear Brown. Let's see. Yep, that's exactly what Rodney Campbell calls. So Bear Brown gets the 4th team foul for the Braves. Now substitution from the Juneau Douglas bench is coming out to sit down is going to be Craigmont. Coming in is Brock McCormick. And Philip Gonzalez underneath. Bounce passes in, right in the paint to Krishan Samtani. He gets double teamed by Dunaway and Bear Brown, so he'll bring it out. Gives to Yadal. Back over on the near side, Samtani. Top of the key now, they'll go to Brock McCormick. McCormick is going to drive the right side, then give off to Yadal. McCormick comes left. Pass comes around through Gonzalez to McCormick. Man-to-man defense for the Braves underneath. A bounce pass in the lane. Krishan Samtani puts it up. He gets it rejected. Emmett Dunaway, they get a hand on it, I believe. And that's a turnover for the Bears. And Braves will bring it down. Dunaway drives the lane. Again, shoot back out. Right-hand side. Cyprian Johnson-Edward tried a 3 from the left corner last time. Tries one for the right side this time. And that shot's going to miss. And then we'll have a foul underneath. And Dunaway is going to go to the line for the Braves. He'll be shooting 2 as he was trying to put the conversion in. And that foul is going to go against Philip Gonzalez, and Gonzalez gets his 2nd foul, and that's a 3rd team foul for the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears here in the first quarter with 3:27 to go. Dunaway at the line. Braves have another free throw up and good. They're 3 for 3, and Emmett gets in the scorebook, so 3 of the Braves have scored. Johnson-Edwards with 2, Dunaway with 1. Jeff Adams made a pair of free throws, and we have only 2 of the Bears have scored so far. Krishan Samtani made 3. Dunaway goes back to the line. He puts that up, and the Braves are 4 for 4, and it's an 8-6 two-point game again. And coming down Juneau Douglas way as they go right to left here at B.J. McGillis. They'll go over to Krishan Samtani. Now it comes out. Israel Yadal takes a big long step and a stride down the left side of the lane trying to get in the paint, but he gets quadruple teamed, turns it over, and the Braves will come down. Long 3 right side by R.J. Alston-Beans. His first attempt at 3. Puts it up, rims around, won't go. The Bears get the rebound and quickly pass it down, but a little bit high for Israel Yadal to handle it. He tips it back in. Had it been right to him, he would have had the easiest layup of the day. But instead, as he tips it back in from out of bounds on the high pass, the Bears get fouled, and going to the line will be Garrett Bryant, and coming up with his first foul is Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. And that's 5 team fouls now for the Braves, and the first shot from the free throw line by Garrett Bryant misses, so he'll try for his 2nd. 2:58 to go, first quarter. Under the 3-minute mark as Bryant puts this one up, and that's good. We now have a 9-6 three-point lead. First time we've had odd numbers. Bear Brown on the left-hand dribble comes up to the midcourt line, goes off to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. He beats Israel Yadal at midcourt. They're both moving. Israel gets a whistle, and he gets a foul. That'll be his first. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Bears. So it'll be the Bears ball in the near side, I believe. Nope, I'm sorry, the Braves foul inbounds on the far side. R.J. Alston-Beans looking for somebody open. He goes to Bear Brown, and Bear has Bryant right behind him, and Garrett Bryant stands at 6'3", Bear Brown at 6'2". Bryant tries to reach over Bear to take that pass away. But that's going to be a foul against Bryant reaching over, and he's going to get his 2nd, and the Braves will do it all over again. This time they go into Jeff Adams on the left side. Adams on the right-hand dribble, stays over on the far side. Dunaway goes down in the right-hand corner. Then Bear Brown drives down the lane left side and Dunaway tries to go to him. The ball's knocked away and goes way over on the far side by the other gym floor. We got side-by-side gyms here at Mt.Edgecumbe. Works out really good, like when the JV game's going on and the other two varsity teams want to warm up. Okay, the ball's back, and it'll be over to Mt.Edgecumbe Braves as it came off of one of the Crimson Bears, and the pass goes out, and they'll go straight away top of the key, way out by center court to R.J. Elston Beans. He comes over on the near side to Johnson Edwards. Now Bear Brown comes out. Johnson Edwards passes to him. Cooper Craigmont presses him and gets a steal. Another turnover by the Braves. Craigmont will bring it down. He almost loses it away. Recovers nicely, and he'll go top of the key. Sam Tunney tries a three and nails it. This is how Chris Shant started out on Thursday night over at Sitka, as he just got the spark plug and he nailed a bunch. He had like 13 points in the first half of play against the Wolves. Yep, that's exactly what he had, and 4 of those were threes, and we go the other way, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul. We have a 12-6 lead now, 6 points up by the Bears, and 2:03 to go on the clock, and as we come back the other way, Cyprian Johnson Edwards will be fouled by Austin McCurley. Now I didn't see Austin come in. He picks up his first. Cyprian Johnson Edwards puts a shot up, and that's the first free throw missed by the Braves here in this first quarter, as Emmett Dunaway went 2 for 2, as did Jeff Adams. Cyprian misses the shot. He's going to shoot 2. He's in the act of shooting. 0 for 1, time for his second. Rodney Campbell, Corey Hansen, Dennis Verlandry, your 3 officials out there, as Cyprian Johnson Edwards misses both of them. The Craigmont comes up with the ball for the Bears. They come back down court. Craigmont passes away, gets it right back. Right hand high post, can't shoot. He's defended, so he'll go back out to Sam Tunney on the near side to McCurley. Austin passes off to Brock McCormick. McCormick's going to give out to Sam Tunney. They work it around to McCurley, back to Craigmont. Long 3, looks up, it looks good. Ribbons around, won't go. McCurley with the conversion attempt. 12-foot jumper right side, that won't go. Rebound over to the Braves, and Bear Brown's going to get the outlet pass. He puts it up, and it misses, and I think Adams got the 2 on the conversion. So that's a 12-8 4-point game now with 1:16 to go. Jeff Adams has 4, and Craigmont has the ball for the Bears. Right side, puts it up, and Dunaway reaches in to knock it away, but I think he got a little skin along with the rawhide. So Emmett Dunaway will come up with his 3rd foul. And we've seen him get in trouble early on like this before, and I believe he'll be taking the bench here pretty quick. Wait a minute. Remember I had that foul against number 34 that wasn't in, so Dunaway's only got 2 on the board, so I do have to give that foul away to somebody else. I will put it on 34 right now. See what's happened. Cyprian Johnson Edward comes out for the Braves, and Emmett Dunaway as well. David Dock comes in, and David's going to drop way back court. Israel Yadal will go down there and defend him as we go. They're on the right end of the gym. We're going to go back to Craigmont on the Bears end, and Craigmont puts it up in, and that one's good. And Cooper now is 3 for 3 at the stripe, and it's 13-8, a 5-point lead. Actually, he's 4 for 4. And it will come over Bear Brown on the near side, gives off to Keith Johnson now. Haven't seen Keith in here on the floor for a while. He's going to put it up and travels with it as the official, Rodney Campbell, was right there to wave it off. The ball hung on the rim, didn't drop in anyway. Keith Johns, a 5'8 junior, getting a little floor time with 54 seconds left here in quarter number 1. And now the Braves will put on a full court press, but the Bears pass it away straight away to Israel Yadal at midcourt. Israel takes a quick cut to the right and straight down the right side of the key, and Israel lays it up. That one's in and good, and he gets fouled on the way, so chance for a 3-point play. Is picking up his first foul is Jeff Adams, number 42, the 6'1 sophomore for the Braves. Yadal, with 50 seconds left, has a chance to make it a double score, and he does just exactly that. So as Israel's bucket goes in, we now have a 16-8, 8-point lead by the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. Bear Brown brings it across the timeline on the near side for the Braves. Jumps it up as he lays down the lane, won't go, gets his own rebound. Up, and that one's good. So Bear Brown now in the scorebook, and it's 16-10 as Israel Yadal goes top of the key, now moves over the far side towards midcourt, far quarter. Sets up the play, looking up the clock, 25 seconds left. He's going to drive in, runs right into Jeff Adams, no whistle. Passes out in the right-hand corner to Craigmont. Craigmont will try a three. That one won't go. And Barrett Brown doing a good job on the boards for the Braves. Picks it off. Brings it down across the timeline on the far side. Gets tripped up over there by Brock McCormick. No whistle and foul as Bear Brown hits the ground. The ball's loose, but coming over on the near side, it'll be David Dock. Dock over to RJ. Back over to Bear Brown. Tries a three from the right side. Won't go. Right at the buzzer. Adams tries a conversion. Basket doesn't go. There's your whistle, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter with the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears up 16-10. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Come back for the second 8 right after these messages.
DHS, just the way.
There. 30 seconds.
All right. Okay.
$15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, welcome back to the B.J. McGillis Gymnasium here at Mt.Edgecumbe High School in Sitka, Alaska on this nice Saturday afternoon as the Crimson Bears, with their third night to play here, won the first night Thursday over the Sitka Wolves across town in the other gym by a score of 61-41, a 20-point spread. Last night, they led most of the game, but the Braves came back right down to the wire, and the Bears won that one 56-55. And now they lead at the end of the first quarter, 16-10. We start off the second quarter. The Bears had the ball. They shoot it up, missed the shot. Rebound cleared off by the Braves. They get to midcourt, and Archie Young calls a timeout. We'll have a break in the action, and we'll be right back and finish up the first minute of our second quarter of play. We'll take a 60-second timeout right now. Damn it, the official signal to 60, and it's only a 30, unless I misread him, which I probably did.
Okay, 10 seconds.
Don't bail, because Jeremy has to run 60 in Juneau.
30 seconds. $15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, back in play, and Mt.Edgecumbe takes the ball down. A couple shots put up. Two of them tried by David Dock, and then the shots miss. He hits the bottom of the rim. The rebound's cleared off by the Bears, who go down the other way very quickly, and they turn it right back over to the Braves, who come back going left to right. We're at the Braves' end of the gym now, down to 6:46 of the second quarter. Keith Johns with the ball on the near side for Mt.Edgecumbe. He gets defended nicely by Israel Yadal, who almost steals it, but Yadal can't quite pick up the handle, and it goes out of bounds. It'll come off of Israel, so it'll be Mt.Edgecumbe ball in. David Dock to come out of the game, and Cyprian Johnson-Edwards back in for Mt.Edgecumbe. And defending the inbounds pass is Brock McCormick, but they get it off to Edwards, who just came in. He'll go over to Bear Brown, left-hand high post, and the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, who trail by 6, are on the attack. They go down to Keith Johns in the corner. Keith Johns being defended by Austin McCurley. He goes in and gets right around Austin, puts it up in, and Keith Johns gets his first 2 of the ball game. And it's 16-12 now, back with that 4-point spread. The Bears out in front. 16-12 with 6:16 to go, second quarter. And Cooper Craigmont over to Brock McCormick. McCormick tries a 3 from the left side, a left-handed shot, misses, rebound Mt.Edgecumbe. They go down Bear Brown. It goes in the left corner to Keith Johns. He tries a 3 from the far corner. That one misses. McCurley gets the rebound, and Israel Yadal, ever so quick, is all alone at the other end of the gym. Nice heads-up play by McCurley, and a nice 2-pointer by Israel Yadao, and it's 18-12. Back with the 6-point lead as we near the 5-minute mark. Bear Brown comes down on the left side for the Braves. Passes over the left corner to R.J. Alstrom-Beans, and R.J. tries to put it up. They go scuffle for the rebound, and it's going to be a whistle and a foul, and R.J., who was trying to put up the conversion, is going to be fouled, go to the line to shoot 2, and that'll be against Brock McCormick. And Brock picks up his first foul. So I have we have 17 fouls for both, according to the clock up there. So 5:39 to go here, and we have an 18-12 6-point lead, and R.J. Alstrom-Beans is going to cut it to 5 as he gets his first score of the ball game, making that front end of a 1-and-1. He'll set down for a second. 18-13. Taking his time, couple dribbles, spins the ball, pushes off. That's going to be up in and nothing but net. And he gets 2 at the line. So Mt.Edgecumbe has shot 6 out of 8 here in this first half of play. Back the other way we go, and down in the left-hand corner, traveling with the ball is going to be L.J. Elizardi, who just came in. So a turnover by the Bears, and that's the 4th one unofficially. Bears put on a 2-man press as Sam Tawney along with Craig Monner there. Pass goes into Bear Brown. They drop back. Bear will drive down the left side. Passes off to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards on the left side. He goes out top of the key to Adams, who comes out. Adams drives in, laying it up, and they're going to call a charge as he nails Israel Yadao. And there's a foul against Mt.Edgecumbe. So Adams gets his second, and that's the 18th foul for Mt.Edgecumbe. Here in the first half of play as the inbounds pass for the Bears comes in from Craigmont over to Israel Yadao. Yadao comes on the left side, passes right in the lane as he gives it off to Tad Watson in now. Tad turns around, can't shoot. He'll bring it back over to Elizardi on the far side. Elizardi to Sam Tawney, back to LJ. LJ comes out at midcourt. Cooper Craigmont there. Now Craigmont wants the ball. He'll bring it left side. One-handed bounce pass over to Sam Tawney. Now to Elizardi. Elizardi defended by Bear Brown. They'll go back out to Israel Yadao. Comes out. Watson goes down to the baseline. Now Watson comes out to the free throw line as the ball comes over on the left side to Sam Tawney. Back out to Israel Yadao midcourt. Tad Watson moving around in the paint. Israel taking his time. Now over to Sam Tawney left side. 4.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Bears are up by 4. Cooper Craigmont drives the lane, can't shoot. Back out to Yadao. Yadao tries a 3. Rattles around, won't go. Rebound cleared off by David Dock. David Dock brings it across the timeline for Mt.Edgecumbe. Comes on the near side to Jeff Adams. Adams goes in the lane. Gets in between Watson and Craigmont. They're looking for a whistle. And yep, we do get one, so that's going to go against Tad. So he gets his first foul with 4:15 to go. So we have 18 fouls each here in this second quarter of play, and the Braves will be at the free throw line. Jeff Adams made 2 of his, he was 2 for 2 in the first quarter. Pushes off. This one's going to be short. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1. The rebound's cleared off by Craigmont. Craigmont comes down for Juno Douglas. Goes right to the top of the key inside the free throw line. Can't shoot. Goes over to Sam Tawney, right-hand corner. Couchette puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound comes right to him. David Dock was there along with Cyprian Johnson-Edward, and they steal it away. And Cyprian comes down. He's going to be bumped on the inner side by Israel Yadao, and that's going to be a whistle and a foul. Number 2 on the 5'4" senior for the Crimson Bears, and that'll be 19 fouls for JDHS, and that will send Cyprian Johnson-Edward to the free throw line. 18-14, a 4-point lead as we're under the 4-minute mark of quarter number 2. The Bears out in front over the Braves on the Braves home court here at Mt.Edgecumbe. Thanks for listening over KINY, AM and FM in Juneau, and over KIFW here in Sitka as the shot misses from the free throw line. And the Bears get the rebound. They're going to go down to Crescent Sam Tawney, and he gets another 2. He's now got 11 points, and it's 20-14. 6-point lead. Back we come the other way. David Dock gets a pass from Bear Brown on the right side. He'll bounce pass on the left side to Edwards. Edward back out to Bear. Bear tries to step in. Craigmont there to defend nicely as the Bears are in a man-to-man. Pass will go on the far side to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. He tries to get Yadao to go right. He goes left, but Yadao sticks right with him. They work the ball underneath to Bear Brown into Dock. Over on the left side, a loose ball came off of Adams. Bear Brown picks it up, and he puts it up, and he's got his 4th point fourth point, 2 in each quarter, and it's 20-16. Back we go, Craigmont. Hook pass from the right side, across all the way in the left-hand corner to Krishant Samtani. Back out to Yadal, to Elizardi. Back to Elizardi after Yadal got it again. Cooper Craigmont, nice hook pass in the paint. Fadeaway jumper by Krishant Samtani. Had the opportunity, missed it though. Came off the back of the rim too hard. Bear Brown comes down for the Braves as they get the defensive rebound. Bear's going to go shoot it inside the three-point circle left side. That one will miss. Back over we go the other direction. Israel Yadal comes up with it. He's going to go coast to coast, puts it up, a layup, whistle, foul. He'll go to the line. 2:32, the clock stops. Bears up by 4, 20-16. That's David Dock, who's going to get his second foul for the Braves, and that's now 19 fouls for each team here in the first half of play with 2:32 to go, and a 4-point lead by the Bears, who are at the free throw line. Israel's only been there once. He made a 1-for-1 when he was fouled after a 2-point shot and got the 3-point play, and this time he gets his second free throw, so he's now 2 for 2. Makes it a 21-16 5-point lead. Coming out is L.J. Elizardi. Coming back in is is Garrett Bryant for the Bears. Back to the line as Israel Yadal will try a second on this trip. Pushes off up and good, and they get their 6-point lead back. And he now has a total of 7 points, 3 free throws, and a pair of twos. 22-16. Bears are going to put on a press. They have the lead. Braves have the ball. They break it across. R.J. Olsen-Beans. He'll go over to Edwards. They break across the timeline, but they pass it intended for Johns. Krishant Samtani is right there, and Krishant has come around and really made a nice improvement in this year. Plays well, makes another 2, and it's 24-16. And actually, we did have an 8-point lead before. I remember saying that because it was 16-8 when I said they doubled the score. So they're now back with that 8-point spread at 2:06 to go in the second quarter, and it's 24-16. Ball's knocked away out of bounds as the Braves try and bring it in after the Samtani 2-pointer. And the Braves turn it over, so that's going to be their 5th turnover in the first half of play, and the Bears get the ball underneath their own bucket. They'll go out now to Austin McCurley back in. McCurley comes from the right side on the left-hand dribble, feeds it right into Cooper Craigmont in the paint. Cooper puts it in on a nice fadeaway jumper. It hits off the back of the rim, goes straight up in the air, it comes back and drops in. He gets his first 2 as McCurley steals it away back to Cooper, off the glass, and they wave off the bucket as I think he's going to be fouled. Oh, he gets a charge. Craigmont gets a charge after so another turnover for the Braves. A pass inside for the Bears. Go to Craigmont, tries to drive, whistle and a foul, and Cooper gets his first foul. And now they put the press on again. The Braves break it. They get across the timeline on the far side as they go to R.J. Olsen-Bean. R.J. passes down in the left-hand corner to Bear Brown. Bear Brown goes right, then comes back left, gets around Cooper Craigmont, puts it up, shot misses, rebound Bears. Cooper will bring it down. 1:28 to go in the half. Cooper's going to go all the way around, gets in between Keith Johns and David Dock, 2 of the smallest guys on the floor. And Cooper gets a pair of 4s back, or a pair of 2s back to back for 4 points here in the second quarter. Braves come down, break the press. They're going to go down, and an off-balance attempted layup by Keith Johns misses. Casperson's out talking to Dennis Verlandry. He wants a timeout. And that's going to be a 60. Don't know what he said. Dennis smiles at him and walks away. We'll take a 1-minute break. We got 1:07 to play in the half. It's the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears 28, Mt.Edgecumbe Braves 16, back in 60.
Still, okay. $30 seconds. These specials are found in the Napa Real Deals flyer, available in your local Napa store. So get in there now. 15. Going on until March 31st at Napa on Smith Street. Napa's open 10. Monday through Friday, 8 to 6 and Saturday, 9 to 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, back for the final minute of this second quarter, and here come the Bears. Cooper Craigmont, layup left side, up, in, and good. And Cooper has the last 3 2-point buckets for the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears to give them a 30 to 16 point lead. And we go the other way to Mt.Edgecumbe, and a charge against the Braves is going to turn the ball over. That's our 3rd charge in this first half. 2 of them against the Braves, 1 against the Bears, and that's going to be foul number 2 on number 21, R.J. Alston Beans. And I think that was the foul that I missed earlier, folks, because I didn't have him down for any. So with 30 seconds left, Austin McCurley will jump pass it right in the lane as he goes into Garrett Bryant. Bryant brings it over. They come on the left side to Cooper Craigmont, who's going to try the next shot, a 3-pointer from the left side. That one misses. Rebound cleared off by the Braves. They'll come down, 16 seconds left in the half, 30 to 16. They trail by 14. Bear Brown over on the far side goes to RJ, feeds it inside to Jeff Adams. Bad pass, another turnover by the Braves. Here comes Cooper Craigmont driving in the lane, cuts across to the right. There's a buzzer shot in the air by Philip Gonzalez, who got the pass from Craigmont. Shot misses. We're going to take a 2-minute break here at halftime with the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears up by a score of 30 to 16. They led last night by 12 and then 10 a couple times, so this is their biggest lead in 2 games here, last night and then this first half tonight over the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. So for you folks in Juneau over KINY, we'll take a 2-minute timeout as you'll hear messages from Doug's Auto Body Incorporated, your halftime sponsor. And for you folks here in KIFW Sitka, we'll be back in 2 after you hear from your sports club sponsors. This will be easy.
1 minute.
Two, 4, 6. 3, 5, 8, 10.
30 seconds.
Did you know Alaska Airlines Club 49 members get special fare deals?
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, welcome back over KINY, 800 on the M dial, 94.9 on the FM dial, and your Doug's Auto Body Incorporated halftime program, and also for you folks here in Sitka over AM 1230 KIFW, the sound of Sitka. Mike Clasby here to bring you the play-by-play in this final game of the weekend. Well, it's not the final one here in Sitka. We have the Lady Wolves coming over from Sitka High to play against the Lady Braves. That'll be a 7:30 game here tonight, folks, on KIFW. For you folks in Juneau, this is going to wrap up at least our broadcast from here. I think there's a game coming your way from Ketchikan tonight. All right, individually for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, Keith Johns, the 5'8 junior, picked up 2 points as he came into sub in the second quarter. David Dock was in and was held scoreless as he was in and out of the game for the first 2 quarters. Then we go with R.J. Alston Beans, who's been held to only 2 points. He was 2 for 2 at the free throw line in the second period. Then we go to Cyprian Johnson Edward, also held to 2. He missed 3 free throws. Emmett Dunaway is held to 2. This is a big deal for these guys to all be at 2 points in the first half for the Braves. I'm sure that Coach Archie Young's going to be having a chat in the locker room as they've missed quite a few shots. Dunaway picked up his only 2 in the first quarter as he hit 2 for 2 from the stripe. Bear Brown is held to 4. He got 2 points in each quarter. Corey Jasper was in briefly, I believe. Jeff Adams, a 6'1 sophomore, has 2 fouls on him. He has a total of 4 points. Those all came in the first quarter as the Braves were held to only 6 points in quarter number 2. And Jeff picked up his on 2 free throws and a 2-point field goal. The Braves hit 6 out of 10 in the first half from the free throw line. David Dock has 2 fouls. R.J. Elson Beans has 2 fouls. Emma Dunaway has 2. Bear Brown only has 1, as does, Jeff Adams has 2 as well. So there you go for you Brave fans. They led by 6, or trailed by 6 at the end of the first quarter, 16-10. And here at halftime, they trailed by a score of 30-16. So as I said, they only picked up 6 points in the second quarter. They were outscored by the Bears, who picked up 14. And for the Bears, Israel Yadal has 2 fouls. He's got 7 points in the first half of play. Hit a pair of 2s, and he was 3 for 3 at the stripe. Austin McCurley was in for a little bit. He was held scoreless. Garrett Bryant was in, picked up 1 free throw in 2 attempts in the first quarter. Brock McCormick was in. He was scoreless in the first half. Jake Schleppe did not play. Cooper Craigmont picked up 9 points. He had 3 for 4 from the free throw line in quarter number 1, and he hit 3 2s back to back in the second quarter to give him his 9. Tad Watson was in, scoreless. L.J. Elizardi was in as well for the Bears. He was held scoreless. And another one that's not hitting very well tonight is Philip Gonzalez. He's got 2 fouls on him, as does Garrett Bryant and Israel Yadal. Then we've got McCurley with 1. We've got Brock McCormick with 1, Cooper Craigmont with 1, Tad Watson with 1. Then we go to the high point man of the first half of play. This is a repeat of Thursday night when the Bears were over at Sitka High. Krishant Samtani came in, picked up 13 points in this first half of play. The only difference is he had 4 threes in the first half over at Sitka. Tonight he's got 1 3, and he's got 5 2s. He missed a free throw, and the Bears shot 7 for 10 from the line. We'll take a 4-minute break, and we'll be back with your third quarter of play here in Sitka at Mt.Edgecumbe High School at the B.J. McGillis Gym, as you're listening over KINY AM and FM in Juneau and KIFW here in Sitka. Four minutes, man.
All right.
Coming up on 2 minutes. Where are you at?
I got a minute left on this song, so this is going to be coming up on 3 minutes.
Okay, why don't you play one commercial, and I'm going to call Jeremy and tell him. So if you play one commercial, give me a 30-second count so I can tell him when we're going.
Okay.
How much time on this song now?
34 seconds.
So we got 64 from that point, right? Hi, Jeremy.
Yeah.
We're going in 1 minute. Tell me when, Garrett.
20 seconds on the song.
50 seconds from right now. All right, Jeremy, bye. Yeah, play one commercial and don't use the return, and then we'll talk about that on Monday or Tuesday. I'll be gone Monday. I'm heading back. I'm flying out tomorrow morning. You got your key, right?
Yeah.
I found
30
mine.
seconds.
Okay. That was a 30, right?
Yep.
Okay. I found my key. I took that light raincoat off the other day because it was too hot, and I hung it up, and I'd had my keys. I put them in that pocket. So I came over and got it
15 seconds.
All right.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, everybody, good afternoon and welcome back to the B.J. McGillis Gym here in Mt.Edgecumbe. Mike Glasby bringing you this varsity game between the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves and the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears, who flew into Sitka on, I think, Thursday morning. They played Sitka High on Thursday night, won that one by 20, squeaked by last night, and beat the Braves by 1. And right now, the Bears lead by a score of 30 to 16. As we head into quarter number 3, switch directions. The Bears will be moving. Well, wait a minute. What do we got going here? All right. Yep. Oh, it'll be Mt.Edgecumbe to inbound on the far side. They were cleaning up something down here underneath the gym, and a bunch of players at the other end. All right, the ball's back in play, and at the start off the third quarter, Mt.Edgecumbe is going to come over, and they're going to turn it over, and that's going to be their 8th turnover of the game, and they're going to fire it off over on the left side, and Israel Yadao picks up the first 2 in the second half for the Bears, who now lead 32-16. They doubled the score again, and that's coincidental if you like math. They had it doubled before at 16-8 in the first quarter. Now it's doubled 32-16. And as we go the other direction, a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go against Garrett Bryant, who picks up his 3rd. The Braves will bring it in. They're going to come straight away at R.J. Alston-Beans on the left side as the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves are going right to left here in the second half. And R.J.'s three-pointer misses. Rebound cleared off by the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. And come down, Sam Toney will go to Craig Bond over the far side to Yadao. Yadao all the way over on the left side of McCormick. McCormick works it into Sam Toney, who goes down on the baseline to Israel Yadao, who shovels it right away to Philip Gonzalez and gives it to him. And Gonzalez finally gets in the scorebook as he was held scoreless in the first half. He picks up 2 now. Back we go the other direction with the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves going to Bear Brown as a minute's gone in the third quarter. Brown will go to Emmett Dunaway. 34-16, the Bears have the lead. The Braves have the ball. Goes into David Dock. In the paint, gets shut off. Back out to Bear Brown. He goes in the paint, puts it up. Nice check by Sam Toney on one side. And McCormick on the other side, but they turn it over. The Mt.Edgecumbe Braves do, and they're going to come in ever so quick as Israel Yadao. This is the second time for sure, and maybe third in this game, that he's got a big run ahead of time when the missed shot by the Braves is picked off by the Bears, and they fire it down, and he has an easy bucket. And we go back the other direction with a 36-16 20-point lead. Mt.Edgecumbe is going to make the foul. It's going to go against Jeff Adams. That'll be his 3rd, and that'll turn the ball back over to the Bears in backcourt. 6:23 to go in the third quarter. So last night, the Bears were up by 12 one time. They led by 10 several times, and then the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves just chipped away. As the Bears will come down, Yadao gets a screen from Gonzalez. Can't use it. Yadao passes it over to Craigmont. Goes back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries a three-pointer top of the key. That shot misses. Braves get the rebound. They're going to come down and go to, is that RJ? I think it is. Yep, RJ drives down the left side of the lane, and he gets a whistle and a foul as he misses the bucket. He'll go to the line to shoot free throws. And that foul is going to be number 2 on Cooper Craigmont. We had 19 fouls each in the first half of play. RJ at the line for the Braves misses this one. He was 2 for 2 in the first half of play from the free throw line. Misses this one, so now he's 2 for 3. Pushes off, in and good. He hits the second one, 3 for 4, and it's a 36-17. Big lead by the Bears. Back we go the other way. They're going to go to Sam Tawney, who had 13 points in the first half. He's down in that left corner. Drives the baseline, tries to put it up, in, and shots blocked. Rebound taken down by Mt.Edgecumbe. They'll come down to Bear Brown. Bear Brown goes over on the far side to RJ. RJ works it into Dunaway. Dunaway, a 12-foot fadeaway from the right side of the lane. That one will miss. Rebound Bears. Ew, and we're going to have a blocking foul as the Bears this time. Israel Yadal gets the pass at midcourt, but he fires it off to Krishant Samtani, who's making the fast break. And Samtani collides with David Dock, but Dock was moving, so that foul will go against David Dock, and the 5'5" junior will come up with his third foul in the game. And going to the line with 5:40 in the third quarter will be Krishant Samtani. Ooh, puts it up, and it just hangs on the rim, and then it falls off to the near side. David Dock goes to sit down. Cyprian Johnson-Edward comes in for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Back to the free throw line was Krishant Samtani. He missed one free throw in the first quarter, missed this first one, but picks up the second here, so he's 1 for 3, and it's 37-17, and the Bears are back with a 20-point lead. And we have the Braves putting on a press. Well, the Bears putting on a press, I'm sorry, I said Braves. But we're going to have a foul that's going to go against Sam Tawney. That's his first. Braves get the ball in. They're going to come down, and Bear Brown gets a pass on the left side. He's going to try and get around Philip Gonzalez or Israel. They were both there. Nope, they're going to say Gonzalez got the whistle on the blocking foul. So Philip gets his third, and Bear Brown will go to the free throw line. 5:36 to go. It was a very slow start of this third quarter. 37-17. Yeah, it was on Gonzalez, so they still don't. Oh, now they got the number up on the board. I thought I called it wrong, but we got it handled, so we'll go to Bear Brown at the free throw line. His team trails by 20. First shot's up, and they still trail by 20 as he misses the first one. Sets for the second. 6 out of 10 was the free throw shooting percentage for the Braves in the first half of play. The Bears shot 7 out of 10. Gonzalez is going to get a breather. He comes to sit down. Coming in for the Bears to substitute for him is going to be Garrett Bryant. Back to the free throw line with Bear Brown. 37-17. The Braves at the free throw line, they trail by 20. Shots up, and this one will rattle in for Bear Brown, so he's now 1 for 2, and he has a total of 5 points. Back we go the other way quickly for the Bears. Yadal to Samtani underneath. As back in the game is Tad Watson to get some time. Oh, they go out, and nice three by Brock McCormick. McCormick gets his first bucket of the ball game. He's got a long three, and it's 40-18. And now we go another steal and the giveaway by the Braves, and a layup on the left side by Cooper Craigmont. Craigmont gets his first score and his 11th point. First score of the second half, his 11th point of the game. Dunaway now. The Bears are putting on a press. They're going to continue to press. They've got Regents right here in 10 days, so they're not going to let up at all. Krishant Samtani steals another one. Nice behind the back pass. Samtani from the right side to Israel Yadal on the left side, and Yadal's got 6 points now in the third quarter. 10 turnovers for the Braves. Gives the Bears a 44-18 big lead. And the Bears continue the press. Cyprian Johnson-Edwards gets the pass that breaks the press over on the right side. Drives down, lays it up. Basket's going to count. Cyprian will go to the line. Foul's going to go against Tad Watson, I believe. So we'll give 2 points to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. That makes it 44-20, only a 24-point deficit. He can make it 19, or 23, I mean. And that's going to be the third foul on Tad Watson. That's going to be Tad's second. They still don't have the foul on the board. I'm sure that's right, though. Back we go. Shot up, in, and good. Rattles around for Cyprian, and he is now 1 for 4. He missed 3 of the first half, makes this one. Substitution, as Cyprian will come out. And let's see who came back in. I'll pick it up for you for the Braves. as we have the Bears come across the timeline. Israel Yadao, he's going to come back out. He's going to give it to Brock McCormick, right side. McCormick gets his second three. Goes back-to-back for him. And now it's still a big press put on by the Bears. Emmett Dunaway gets a pass at midcourt, goes to Bear Brown, drives the lane. He got open. Four of the defenders for the Bears were at midcourt. Bear Brown got past him and gets him beyond the fifth guy, and Bear gets a nice layup for 2 points. That's his first two of the second quarter. We go the other way. The Bears miss a shot. Rebound over to Braves. Dunaway brings it across, passes over on the far side. Bounce pass in the corner. Three-pointer shot up and misses, and that is Frederick Myers in now. Frederick Myers in here. That's who came in for Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. I couldn't see his number from here, and I've not seen him play, at least this weekend. And the ball's knocked away out of bounds. It's going to come in quickly as Emmett Dunaway breaks the left side. Pack goes in there. He lays it up. That won't go. Rebound cleared off by the Bears. Cooper Craigmont's going to bring it down. Myers follows Craigmont down the left side. Cooper puts it up. Shot misses as it hung on the rim. Knocked away out of bounds. He says it came off the Braves. The Braves are going to get the ball, though, because the official said it came off to the Bears. 3:32 to go, third quarter. 47-23, 24-point spread here as the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears handle this one similar to what they did with the Wolves on Thursday night over at Sitka High. And the press almost causes a turnover. Dunaway may have stepped on the line, or did he get fouled? Nope, they're going to say it's a whistle and a foul. Craigmont was following him down and did knock him out of bounds, but Cooper draws a foul, and that'll be his third. So it'll be the Braves ball in on the far side. It'll be R.J. Alstrom-Beans to bring it in for Mt.Edgecumbe. Frederick Myers comes behind the timeline. Now goes across, goes around Elizardi, who's in. Back again for the Bears. Now goes over to Bear Brown. Back over to Myers. Myers on the right-hand dribble comes to the left side. Gives off to Alstrom-Beans, who goes to Bear Brown. Back over to Myers, who came all the way from the right side down to the left-hand baseline. Then they put it out, a three-point attempt put up by RJ, but getting a hand on it, Sam Tawney, to stop that. And the turnover by the Braves is they're about their 12th now, as it'll be Elizardi to try a three from the right side. Nothing but net for LJ. He's in the scorebook. Now the press causes the almost turnover. Recover it, it's going to be R.J. Alstrom-Beans. He'll pass it across the timeline to Bear Brown. Nice pass, nice heads-up play by Bear Brown as he looks down and sees Cyprian Johnson-Edward under the bucket. Bounce passes to him. Cyprian gets the 2-point bucket. We have a timeout on the floor. Let's see if we'll have a full. I think we do. Yeah, we've got a 60-second timeout, folks, with 2:38 to go in the third quarter. And a double the score again, 50-25. The Bears are out in front. We'll be back in 1 minute.
USDA choice, just the right market, just the right taste.
Okay, barely made that. Shoot. 30 seconds. $15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, welcome back. And after the timeout, the Bears will have the ball. They're going to inbound it, go to Cooper Craigmont. Craigmont lays it up. It's in and good for two. Braves bring it in backcourt. They come down straight away, go to Emmett Dunaway. Dunaway's going to lay it up, so we get back-to-back twos on opposite ends of the gym, and then we go the other direction, and laying one up on the right side is going to be Brock McCormick, as they're really moving the ball quickly. 54-27. Ironically, the score's doubled one more time. Bears out in front. Emmett Dunaway with the ball. Turnaround jumper from the left side for the Braves. Misses a shot. Prashant Samtoni comes up with the rebound. Bounce pass intended on the right side. That was going to go to Tad Watson, but one of the Braves gets a foot on the ball, kicks it away. So the kick ball will give it over to the Bears underneath their own bucket, and it'll be inbounded by Garrett Bryant. So lots of the second string getting plenty of floor time as Bryant goes into McCormick. McCormick tries an immediate 12-foot jumper from the right side, won't go. Bear Ground gets the rebound, goes down, passes it to R.J. Olsenbein, leads him too far. R.J. tips it back in. He goes to Frederick Myers. Myers turns around. Bear Brown's driving down the left side of the lane, so he just shovels it off to him. Bear puts it up. That one's in and good. And Bear gets 2 points here. That's his fourth now in the third quarter, eighth in the ball game, and he's fouled, and that's going to be foul number 2 against Brock McCormick, and Bear will go to the line with an opportunity for a three-point play. He's 1 for 2 thus far from the free throw line. Puts that up, and now he's 2 for 3. That's good. He makes it 3, and the score is now 54-30, back with that 24-point lead. And we go the other way, and the Bears pick up another 2. And Samtani gets it. Back we go to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards, to Dunaway, to Bear Brown for the Braves. Bears going to try a 3. Off the back of the rim, won't go, and clearing it off is L.J. Elizardi. Prashant Samtani got his first 2 of the second half. Out we go, Cooper Craigmont. Craigmont to Brock McCormick. Another 3 for McCormick. He's got 3 of them in this quarter, along with the 2, gives him 11 points, 59-30. Back we go the other way, and it'll be R.J. Olsenbein out to Bear Brown, left side. Back over the corner, Frederick Myers. Tries a 3 from the left-hand corner, won't go. Rebound to Cooper Craigmont, goes coast to coast, lays it up easily, but it's too easy. Falls off the rim, rebound over to Mt.Edgecumbe. Down to 27 seconds in the third quarter. Bear Brown passes it down, intended in the corner, Cyprian Johnson-Edward. Prashant Samtani comes out of nowhere, high in the air, tips it away out of bounds. Off of the Bears, the Braves ball in. 23 seconds on the third quarter clock. R.J. Olsenbein will bring it in. Now coming off the bench for Mt.Edgecumbe, number 34, Corey Jasper. And by the way, if you were listening at the beginning of the game as Emmett Dunaway sit down, Corey Jasper was in early on. Not for very long, and I didn't see him come in or out, and that foul that I was confused about did go against him. Just to clear that up. More for myself probably than for you. And we got a timeout on the floor. It's a 30. We'll be back in a half a minute, folks.
Continues. With that great food and service you've come to expect at the Nugget Restaurant, why wait for getaway days to enjoy dining at the Nugget? The Nugget
15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, welcome back over AM 1230 KIFW here in Sitka and 800 AM KINY, who's also at 94.9 on the FM dial in Juneau. We're down to 21 seconds in the third quarter as the Bears are blowing this game wide open on the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves home floor. The Bears have a 59-30 lead, up by 29. Frederick Myers has the ball for the Bears. He goes inside to, or for the Braves, he goes inside to Bear Brown. Back out to Myers, who tries a 3. Oh, conversion underneath. Nice move by Jeff Adams, and here comes the buzzer. Here comes a 3-point shot off the glass, and that one misses by Israel Yadau. Jeff Adams gets 2 to wrap up the quarter, and that's going to make the third quarter score 59-32, favor of the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. We'll be back in 1 minute with the final 8 minutes of this one.
Thirty seconds. $15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Well, back for the final 8 minutes of this ball game, folks, as we go into quarter number 4, and the Crimson Bears are going to go home with a 3-in-a-row victory lap, it looks like here, as they defeat the Sitka Wolves by 20 points, 61-41 Thursday night. They won last night in a squeaker, 56-55 over the Braves, and right now, going into quarter number 4, they lead 59-32. So if they hang on to that big lead, they'll go home 3-0 on this trip to Sitka. It would be Israel Yadal with the ball, comes over to the left side to Krishant Samtani. Back to Israel now on the near side to Philip Gonzalez. Philip drops down, gives off to Cooper Craigmont. Craigmont feeds it into Israel. Israel, an off-balance layup from the right side, knocked away, hits the bottom of the rim, cleared off by the Braves. They'll bring it down. They're going to work it inside to Jeff Adams. Adams, a 10-foot jumper, won't go. Conversion up by Bear Brown. That one won't go. Ball's up in the air. 3 guys there is trying to hang on to is Garrett Bryant. Bear Brown knocks it away from him from behind. I'm pretty sure it came off of Mount. Nope, they're going to say it. The last one to touch it was going to be Garrett Bryant. Officials right there. We had 3 ball players scuffling for that, but the Braves get it back in underneath their own bucket. Frederick Byers in the left corner. Emmett Dunaway in the right. In the middle is going to be Jeff Adams, and Adams got the pass from R.J. Ulster-Beans and gives it right back to him, and R.J. gets 2. Back we go the other way as R.J. gets his first 2 of the second half of play. It's only his 5th point in the game. Coming on the near side for the Bears, Gonzalez inside Cooper Craigmont. Fadeaway jumper right over the top of Emmett Dunaway. Nice shot by Cooper as he gets his 15th point in the game. Back we go the other direction. Quick pass down in the corner. The Braves work it in to R.J. R.J. can't shoot in the lane. He'll go back out to Myers. Frederick tries it from the right-hand corner for Mt.Edgecumbe. Shot misses. Rebound picked off by Cooper Craigmont. Tries to pass right into the hands of Dunaway. So back-to-back turnovers. And Dunaway travels with it. So now it'll be the Bears. And 61-34 with 6.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. The Bears with a big lead, and they've got the ball. And the Braves put on a press. The Bears work it into Israel Yadal at midcourt, who almost lost it, recovers it nicely, passes on the right side to Krishant Samtani. Tries a 2 on the right-hand baseline, whistle and a foul. That's going to go against the Braves. R.J. Ulster-Beans is going to pick up that foul. He's got his 2nd in the ball game. And going to the line will be Samtani. Krishant is 1 for 3 from the free throw line in this game so far. Now he's 2 for 4 as that one's up and good. And he gets his first point of the 4th quarter and his 17th point of the ball game. Sets for his 2nd. He and Israel Yadal work off of each other very nicely. Next one's up, and that's going to go. So he makes a pair on this trip, and it's 63-34. The Bears with the lead, the Braves with the ball. The Bears putting on the press. 2-man press as they've got Garrett Bryant and Krishant Samtani to meet them at half court. But they break the press, get down to Dunaway. Left side into R.J. Ulster-Beans. Comes out of the paint, back out to David Dock back in. David trying to get around Israel Yadal. He'll bounce pass it on the near side to Emmett Dunaway. Dunaway for Mt.Edgecumbe. Goes right, now comes left to Jeff Adams. Adams tries a 3, won't go. Rebound cleared off by Schleppe in now. Jake Schleppe getting some time on the floor. Passes off to Philip Gonzalez. Down to Krishant Samtani. A nice give by Gonzalez who gets the assist. Samtani gets the 2. 65-34. 31-point spread. The Bears are relentless here. Back we go the other way, and R.J. Ulster-Bean is going to lose it again. That's the 15th turnover for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, and the Bears try a quick pass down to Israel Yadal. David Dock in there to break up the play. David ends up on the floor, clear off of the gym. This is a raised floor here at Mt.Edgecumbe, and he falls off the edge. And it'll be the Bears ball underneath their own bucket. Bringing it in, it'll be Bryant. Goes over on the left side to Jake Schleppe. Schleppe tries a jumper, won't go. Bryant gets the rebound, puts it up, blocked by Emmett Dunaway, then steals the ball. Emmett brings it across the timeline. We're down to nearing the 5-minute mark. And they'll go to Cyprian Johnson-Edward in the right-hand corner, and Cyprian gets his first 3 of the game on his 4th attempt, so he's 1 for 4. And it's a 65-37 score as we now go under the 5-minute mark. And we'll come down, and Israel Dow loses the ball on the left side. All the way down, R.J. Elsterbein puts it up, and Garrett Bryant there to block, but he's going to get a whistle and a foul to stop the easy layup. That's foul number 4 on the 6'3" sophomore for the J.D. Crimson Bears, and that'll bring R.J. to the free throw line. He is 3 for 4 thus far in the game. He has a total of 5 points. So shots up, in, and rims around and won't go. Not in. Misses that one. So he's now 3 for 6. I think I said 3 for 4 before. No, he's 3 for 5, sorry. Let's see, who's coming in again? Austin McCurley. Going to sit down is, not sure who came out. 4:53. Okay, it's going to be Israel to come out. I looked down on the bench and I didn't see anybody out, so we had 6 players on the floor for a moment. Back to the free throw line for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Shots up, in, and that one is good. So RJ goes 1 for 2 on this trip, and now he's 4 for 6. And it makes it a 65-38 lead by the Bears as the Bears put on the press. The Braves put on the press. The Bears will bring it in backcourt. It'll be Garrett Bryant to bring it in, trying to find Austin McCurley open. When they're coming all the way from behind is going to be Krishant Samtani to get open as he got past Frederick Myers. Samtani goes to midcourt, brings it down to Austin McCurley. Nice little head fake by McCurley, gets Dunaway up in the air. Then McCurley puts the shot up to follow the fake, but the shot misses. The rebound's cleared off by the Braves. Down to Jeff Adams. Adams on the near side, gives it to Frederick Myers, sets a screen and travel with it. So another turnover for Mt.Edgecumbe. I've got 16 in the book unofficially for him. 4:33 to go, fourth quarter. So for you folks here in Sitka listening over KIFW, we've got a game coming your way tonight. It'll be the Lady Wolves coming over to go against the Lady Braves. We'll bring you that one. And coming the other way as the Bears turn the ball over. That's their, 7th turnover is what I've got. And the Braves will give it off to, number 23 is going to be fouled, and that's going to be Cyprian Johnson-Edwards back to the free throw line. So Cyprian is he's 1 for 4 actually. Missed 3 in the first half, made 1 in the third quarter, misses this one now. So he's 1 for 5, set for his second. Emmett Dunaway coming out. And coming in is going to be Vladimir Bordakovsky is in now for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. Shot up and good from the line by Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. 65-39 the lead for the Bears. The Bears have the ball after the made free throw, and they'll bring it down, go over to Krishant Samtani, back out to Austin McCurley, back to Samtani, tries a 3 from the left side. Tip up underneath by Sleppy, won't go. Rebound cleared off by the Braves. They're going to come down, lay up right side. There to block was Bryant. I think Bryant might have his 5th foul, and I think, yep, he does. That's going to be all for Garrett Bryant, the 6'3" sophomore. He's going to foul out with 4:05 left to play in the ball game. And going to the line will be the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. So Garrett Bryant fouls out with 1 point in the game. He was 1 for 2 at the free throw line. That was back in the first quarter, so that's all he was able to contribute scoring-wise. But he did get some good playing time on this floor. Back to the line for Mt.Edgecumbe. Shots up by Frederick Myers. Myers will get in the scorebook now with his first free throw. Sets for the second. It's 65-40, a 25-point lead by the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears. Next one's up. It's in and good, and Myers goes 2 for 2. 65-41 as the Braves will put on the press as Gonzalez brings it into McCurley. Back to Gonzalez over in the right-hand corner. They give it off to Tad Watson. On the baseline, Tad will come out, gives it off to Austin McCurley, and the 5'7" junior nails a 3 from the left side, the right side, sorry, and it's a 68-41 ball game. Back we go the other way for the Braves. The foul on the far side, and I think, it's going to be a foul against the Bears. Austin McCurley will pick up his second foul, and 3 on number 3, fouls number 3. That's not number 3. Sorry, I can't see his number. Yes, it is. And I don't have a 3 on my Mt.Edgecumbe roster. See if I can look on the JV team. First shot misses. Next one's up. It's in and it's good. So free throws in the fourth quarter are taking up lots of time. Now it's a 68-42, 26-point lead, 3:46 to go in the fourth quarter. And the Bears have the ball in backcourt. Philip Gonzalez into Austin McCurley. Back to Gonzalez at midcourt. Goes off to Brock McCormick. McCormick tries to pass from the right side over into the far left corner, intended for Schleppe. Schleppe can't handle it. It was a bad pass, so a turnover by the Bears. Outlet pass in for the Braves. Goes into Keith Johns. Back over to Frederick Myers left side. Long 3 attempt. That one won't go. Clock down to 3:28 now. Back we go the other direction as the Bears get the rebound. Off to Austin McCurley. McCurley to Philip Gonzalez. Gonzalez defended by Johns. Back out to the Bears, and they lose the ball away, and it'll be the Braves to bring it down. Go to Cyprian Johnson-Edwards. Edwards over on the left side to Jeff Adams, who comes out from underneath. He goes down in a 3-point attempt put up from the left-hand baseline by number 3 for the Braves. And let me find a 3 here on the Braves. Okay, it's Greg Bordakovsky. That's who it is from the JV. Greg Bordakovsky, a sophomore, is in for the Braves, and he tried a 3, it didn't work, and then they come the other way to the Bears, and they say, well, we'll try a 3 from the right side. And Brock McCormick gets his 4th 3 of the second half. We've got a break in the action with 2:40 left to go, a 30-second timeout. It's 71-42. The Bears are the big lead, back in a half a minute.
$15 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, welcome back. Well, Coach Young, I think this is good of him to get the younger players in when he knows the win of this one is out of reach for him, so he's giving the younger players some time. Frederick Myers comes over the left-hand corner, goes to Vladimir Bordakovsky, who passes back to Myers. Myers across the top of the key goes to Jeff Adams. Adams spins around in the lane in triple traffic, makes it up in and good, and Adams gets the bucket, and the Bears get the foul, so he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. That foul's going to go against Austin McCurley. That'll be his 3rd. Now let's see if Adams has shot free throws. Yep, he was 2 for 3 in the first half of play. Actually, he made the first 2 points for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. He went 2 for 2 on the first trip to the free throw line on either end of the gym. Puts this one up, and it misses, and he only ends up with 2 on a 3-point opportunity. And then the Braves get the rebound. They'll go back to Adams. Adams on the right corner gives it off to Frederick Myers, and Myers has tried several 3s, and now he nails one. Makes it a 71-47 lead for the Bears, and we've got a timeout on the floor with 2:11 left to play. The timeout called by Archie Young, head coach for the Braves. He wants a 1-minute break, and we'll take one right here and be back in 60 seconds.
Still be 5:20.
Hey, Chris, I'm in the middle of a ball game. Let me call you back in about 10 or 15 minutes.
$30 seconds. $15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
All right, sports fans, welcome back to Mt.Edgecumbe High School and the B.J. McGillis Gym as we bring you high school basketball coming your way as the Juneau Douglas Crimson Bears going against the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves. The Bears are blowing them right out of their own gym. And to start off after our timeout, we get an immediate whistle and a foul. And that's going to go against the Bears, and that's going to be foul number 1 on Tristan Bryant, who's in the game now, as we have substitutions on both ends. And that'll bring David Dopp to the free throw line for the Braves. Now, David has scored, pretty steadily for the Braves in the past few games I've seen him, but he's held scoreless. Oh, now he's not going to be at the line. So there we go. We're going to have the ball in underneath the bucket, and David Dock now will inbound it. So he goes over on the far side to Bordakovsky. Long three put up. That one's going to rattle around and won't go from the right side by the Braves. Rebound cleared off, and the outlet pass goes to Jake Sleppy. Sleppy's going to come down, holds up, and tries a jumper from the right side, and he's going to be fouled by David Dock. That's going to be the 4th foul for David Dock. 1:59 to go in this one. And I want to welcome you guys aboard from Juneau over KINY, AM and FM, and of course all you folks here in Sitka over KIFW as we go back to the free throw line, and Schleppy will rattle this one around, snaps from the back to the front and off the glass, and then rolls around on the left side. It just did not want to go in. Sets for his second now as he's 0 for 1. Not in the scorebook yet, wants to be there, and this one will rim around and won't go, and he misses 2. Rebound picked up underneath. That one by Tad Watson. Watson tries to put it up from 8, won't go. Rebound cleared off by Mt.Edgecumbe, down to David Dock. Puts it up in, basket counts, and Dock's going to be fouled by Austin McCurley. McCurley comes up with his 4th. David Dock gets his first score of the ball game and has a chance to make it a 3-point play. 71-49, 22-point lead. Oh, and that's McCurley's 5th foul, folks. I think I said 4th, so he's going to foul out with 1:50 left to play in the 4th quarter. And he's going to foul out with 3 points, and that is it. Back we go to David Dock, who's going to put up the free throw, and the shot misses. He gets his own rebound, feeds it straight away underneath to Jeff Adams. Up, in, and good, and Adams now has his 8th point of the game, and it makes it a 71-51 20-point spread. Bears with the lead, Bears with the ball. Go to Israel Yadao at midcourt. Israel comes right, goes left. Bordakovsky defended him. Now Dock picks him up on the right side. Israel will pass over on the left side to Tad Watson. Watson, who come up from underneath, is over on the far side. Now he comes, breaks loose. Israel trying to get around Bordakovsky, left side. Bordakovsky staying right with him. Israel come to the right now. Now he comes right, jump passes out to Elizardi. Elizardi goes to the left for the Bears. He gets around Fred Myers on the far side. Back out to Tad Watson, who's defended by Jeff Adams. Knocks it away out of bounds. Sorry, that's Corey Jasper. Knocked it away, I think. Or is that, oh, that's Vladimir Bordakovsky. 2 Bordakovsky brothers in. Outlet pass to the Bears behind the timeline as we're down to 1:04. Israel Yadao comes across the line. Greg Bordakovsky defends him. Israel goes all the way down to the right side. Passes Dock out to Schleppy. Schleppy's going to be fouled by Vladimir Bordakovsky. So Bordakovsky comes up with his first foul. Schleppy will bring it in near side. Bounce pass in as he goes off to Tristan Bryant. Bryant down on the right-hand baseline. Feeds it in to Tad Watson. Watson can't shoot underneath, so he'll come back out to L.J. Elizardi. Elizardi on the right side has David Dock coming after him. Elizardi will move down. Now he holds it up. Dock's right there. Elizardi trying to find somebody open. Finally does. Goes out towards midcourt to Israel Yadao. Yadao moves around, gets a screen from Schleppy, but he can't get Bordakovsky off of him. And then they try and go, and it's going to be Jeff Adams in on it. And let's see who else. Who ends up on the floor? Israel. So that's a turnover by the Braves, who's tried to steal it away, knocked it away out of bounds. So actually the Bears will keep. Oh, it's turnover by the Bears. The Braves are going to bring it in. They work it down in the left-hand corner to Vladimir. Vladimir goes to Myers, back out to Bordakovsky. A long 3, left side by Vladimir. Shot misses. Nice conversion underneath. Getting the rebound. And that's going to be Jeff Adams to come up with his 6th point of the 4th quarter. 9 seconds left. 71-53, 18-point lead by the Bears. They've got the ball. Israel Yadao near side. Nice ball handler. Very well. Coming down to the right side. Gets around Bordakovsky at the buzzer. And that's our final score. 71 for the Crimson Bears. 53 for the Mt.Edgecumbe Braves, who lose this one. And we're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll come back for you folks in Juneau for the Toyota postgame show, and we'll also pick your Subway Player of the Game. And for those of you who are here at KIFW, hang on, we'll be back in 2 minutes and bring you the postgame stats.
Compliance for the upcoming 2019 fishing